Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's February 4th, and you are joined by Jen with Jen's Creative Stampers. I am a demonstrator for Stampin' Up! Here in Indian Trail, North Carolina, and coming to you live. Here, I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Hope you guys are all doing well and that you've had a good weekend. It's been fun. I've had a great weekend. Hey, Amy, I see that you're watching. Good to see you. I had a super fun time yesterday. What a great time together, right? It's always so good to get together and share ideas. And for anyone who has been kind of maybe looking on the sidelines, kind of watching from a distance, wondering, what's the stamping thing? It's a lot of fun. We have an awesome team. We get together. We also do different trainings and team meetings by Zoom. And we just share with each other. So that's what we were doing yesterday. It was just kind of a one-off. Had new customers come, and it was a lot of fun. So if you are wondering about that, or you're looking for a group to get involved in, we would love to have you. It would be a lot of fun. No doubt. You would get to choose $125 in product of your choice. You also get the Glass Mat Studio, which I will show you here when I point you down. And it all comes with free shipping, and there's no commitment. So if you decide, yeah, I want to do this, this would be great, and you join our team and get all the inspiration, and then you decide, I really just don't like it. That's fine. You can just go back to being a customer. There's no commitment. There's nothing there. So anyway, we are having a fun time. I'm going to show you some really fun things that we did yesterday, and I have some awesome techniques, things that are tried and true that I have done, goodness, probably 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And actually at our team gathering yesterday, one of the team members wanted to kind of do this, right? And kind of know how to do it. So I kind of dove in and brought some things here. And so we're going to go ahead and do this live on our Facebook Live tonight. And also let you know, we're going to be doing another technique along with it that is actually new for me. It's something that's totally out of my comfort zone. So I'm excited to share it with you guys, and I hope you like it. And we'll just do this together, right? So it'll be a lot of fun. But the coordination and the products that we use are awesome. Everything's going to match. But every single one of these that you create on your own is going to look completely different from the previous one. So that's what I love about it. It's all about creativity. So, all right. So let me point you down and we will get started. All right. Okay, and I also have a host code. It is for Frank, 7 X-ray, Henry 9, Bravo. That host code is used when you place your order. The class tonight will be free for anyone for a $50 order or more. I'm going to send it to your house. I will know to send that to you by you using this host code, okay? Again, tonight is going to be very different. It's going to be very fun. I'm excited to show you the things that I've got in store. So, last night or yesterday, we decided as a team to get together. We had an awesome time. We love to do that. And the my team members had these cards that they created, and we put them all together. So I love that. I love when we all just bring our creativity and we are able to share with each other. Got this one. This one opens like this. So a fun, beautiful Mother's Day card. And did this one. It kind of has like a floating front on it. Let's see where the other one is. We actually stamped the inside, I think, on the other one. This one, it's that beautiful paper. This paper is free right now, so that is great. And then we also did this one using the, what is it called? Be My Valentine bundle and the designer series paper. Isn't that so cute? And then we also did this one. This says You're on My mind. And again, this was a team challenge. One of my team members challenged me. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Christina. Good to see you guys. Just showing everybody what we did yesterday and how much fun that we had. So this was, this is an actual stamp out of our, it's a stamp set out of our new mini. So a really great one for sympathy or just thinking of you. And these were two from my team members, which I love. I just love when we can share with each other. So again, today is going to be a little bit of a different type of free class from me. We're going to do an amazing technique that it's been a while since I have done it. So I hope that you're inspired. I was challenged by my team, and so I just dove in and created some really neat cards, and so I hope you like them. All right. So the first one, if you can see all of that, I almost said Dazzling Diamonds. It's taken me back. It's taken me back 20 years. It is the Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see that, but the technique that we're going to do is on this here, on this front, and you actually open this card up and it, there you go, and then it tucks in here. Okay, so let me also explain to you that this ribbon is a free ribbon with a $50 order in the Celebration. This paper is also, this is the Bright Skies paper, or Sunny Days paper. It's all free. So I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to show you the products that I'm using, and let's go ahead and explore this new technique. So it's an oldie but goodie. It's not new. It's just that I haven't done it in a very, very long time. Hey, Bev. So I'm using baby wipes, Beverly Bruns. I'm using baby wipes. So I'm taking out 2 baby wipes. Okay, probably take 3. And this is for you, Bev. Got 3 amazing cards to show different ways of using this technique. These are pretty wet. You want to make sure that they're good and wet. If you guys didn't see it, there's a lot of Wink of Stella on this, but we're using the baby wipe technique, or one of them. We're going to use several here tonight. So let's do this. Fold that over, and I'm going to fold it like this, just so that it's kind of nice and neat. We're going to use our re-inkers. I have Parakeet Party. I'm going to drop this on the baby wipe. All right. I also have Daffodil Delight, and I have Pool Party. Okay, so I'll put those off to the side. I have cut a piece of watercolor paper. So we sell it in a pack. I think there's like 50 sheets or something in there, whatever it is. I can't remember. But it will absorb the water and it will not buckle like the basic white cardstock will, or even the thick white, right? So we want it to withstand this liquid, this moisture, and we're going to actually put the ink directly on the paper. Okay, so we're just going to apply it like this, right? Gonna get my second baby wipe, This is just one of the many ways that you can use this technique. Shake it up. I'm going to do the yellow, the Daffodil Delight. And again, if you were looking for a group to get involved in, we have a ton of fun in our group, in our team, and we would love to have you come, even just try it out. We have lots of fun. So, and we're always trying new things. We're always meeting up at different places. This is my glass mat studio. You're going to get this for free when you join my team this month. And as you can see how awesome, this actually just cleans up any of the inks here. And you can even put the ink on the glass. It's all tempered glass. And makes it very easy to do these fun and different techniques. Okay, this is Pool Party. Let that soak in a minute. Can you see how it's kind of buckling a little bit? I also have my my dryer, so we will get that out as well. This is Pool Party. And I'm overlapping them just a little bit, right? Because I just want to get that ink on the paper. You can get it and do it more intense. You can go over it multiple times. Get some more yellow on there. Isn't that fun? Okay. Let me wipe this up so I don't get it all up my elbow. That would be horrific. All right, so we have this as a start, okay? And I'm going to take my heat gun, right? And I'm just going to turn this on for a minute and dry it so that it flattens back out so that I can keep stamping on it. This is the fastest way that I know. See how it's just flattening right down? Maybe you can't see it, but it is. It's flattening down. Just shows me that it's drying. Okay, doesn't take long, but I just fired it up. So, okay, that is a very helpful tool. So what I've got here is this beautiful watercolor background. Again, this is on our watercolor paper. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. I love Wink of Stella. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze it, right? I'm just going to kind of look at all that. Isn't that so pretty? Just kind of go over it. You can do it kind of in the middle, on the edges. Kind of just ink it up. All right. Now, because this is watercolor, you can actually take, we're going to use these as well. We have these awesome spritzers, and they actually have a great spray on them to where they're, you know, not super concentrated, but they get like right on your paper. I have some, this is water. I have some that are alcohol. I have alcohol in them. And so I just spray that on the paper. And then I can also take my watercolor painter and I can just spread that all around. And you see how it kind of mixes that color. You can take it off of your mat. Isn't that cool? All right. Get it exactly like you want it. You just squeeze out the water on the little push button. There it says. All right. So it just mixes it all around a little bit more. And then I just wipe it on my chamois, right? Just to clean it off. I'm going to actually hit it again with this heat gun just to clean that up, and then we will get started on this card. starting to flatten. I know you guys probably can't see it, but maybe like that you can see it better. It literally just starts to go flat when it is more and more dry. You can even kind of flatten it out as well with your hands. Okay, so there we go. That is our background. I'm going to put the green at the top again. And you can use these over and over, these baby wipes with this ink. So we're just going to kind of put those off to the side for a moment. And hey Janine, nice to see you. Hey William. So we will go ahead and start stamping. And then this is actually going to be a fun fold card as well. So let me get the black here for the B. And then I'm going to get the little parts here. We're going to have him or her, right? Doing a winky face. And then, okay, so let's do that. Get the yellow. I'm going to get some scrap white up here. Okie doke. So let's go ahead and put these on the blocks. Have you guys ever done like baby wipe techniques, or has it been a while? What do you guys think about it? Who likes it? Who's not sure? Or if you've done something with it, let me know. Put it in the chat. I'm interested. I just love how it looks, and every single one of these that I do, they're completely different from the previous. So we're going to use the B punch, right? So we're going to just punch our B out. There we go. Don't want it flying all over the place. And then I'm going to also stamp my cute little face. He's so happy. And then I'm gonna do the little antennas real quick here. Let me see, where's my, there we go. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and cut this out of the scissors. Pretty cool final look on this, I think. Very fun. I'm having difficulties. All right, stamped it wrong orientation. So just get it lined up. Right in there becomes that little heart. Okay. All right. So get your scrap paper out of there. There it goes. Okay. So then what we will do is also, let me see, I have a piece of vellum that I will also punch the wings out of. I think that's cute. All right, and then we'll just put this little guy together. Okay. Alrighty. You guys are watching, say hi. Let me know how your day has been. All right, and then gonna get the little bee trail here. So cute. Right? Gonna get this going here. Stamps right over top of that, which is easy peasy. And then I'm gonna get the pretty peacock out, because that kind of makes that pop kind of in this area here. I just think it's really pretty coordination. So, get my little saying out. You make my heart buzz. Okay. Again, this is a free card class with a $50 order using this host code that you see at the top of my screen. And I will send you 2 of each of these cards, the elements to make 2 of the cards, right? So you can do this very same technique and have all the elements to do it. All right, so got that. Let me grab some of this free ribbon. This is a $50 celebration item. You get it for free. It's a wonderful paper, or ribbon rather, not paper. I love it. It's just super pretty. And all I do is just lay it down. And I am actually going to use some just plain old tape and tape it to the back. Okay. Let me just cut that. All right. So that is all we need to do there. We will take our cute little bee and we are going to pop him up on dimensionals. I'll use 2. Okay. He's going to be coming off of that cute little trail there. So fun. All right. Now I'm going to pull my punch back in and I am going to take scrap, here we go, scrap Pool Party, and I'm going to punch some of these cute little hearts. The punches always have so much life, right? There's so much more you can do with the punches rather than just what they're designed to do and to match with the stamp set. So I always encourage you, look further than what what it was designed to do, because you've got all these hearts in this one. You've got 2 hearts. You've got like a little speech bubble, or, you know, like when people are talking or whatever, just really cute. So it's fun. Okay. And then we're going to I'm going to bring in the little mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put those on here. Put these on here. I'm going to actually stamp that little guy. And I'll show you this fun fold. Okay. I've got some glue on there. All right. So let's do that. Okay. I'm going to get it's like triple little hearts here, really cute. You see that? And I'm going to get my Pool Party ink, so it's going to be tone on tone. I can get it turned around. I'm going to stamp the hearts on the heart like that. Okay. I think that's all the stamping we need to do. Okay. Put all these back, including our little bee trail. And then I'll show you how to put this card together. Okay. So we have a piece. Let's do a couple on this one. All right, there we go. So everything's got dimensionals on it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper. This is 4 1/4 by 11, right? And we are going to score it along the long side, and we're going to do this at 2 3/4 Okay, pull my arm out. And 5.5, which is exactly in the middle. Okay. And then I've got some of the free paper that I am going to show you. And this is going to fold up like this. It's like a Z fold, but in kind of like in the different direction. Okay. Just make sure you burnish that really good so it stays down. All right. And what I've done is I have some of the really cute, this is the free Sunny Day paper that I have cut to match. I just love these colors all together. They're just so bright, so cheery. Definitely going to cheer someone up, brighten their day. I know it's been hard with the winter and everybody's been kind of shut in across the U.S. I've heard about all the crazy snow and whatnot. So this definitely is going to brighten someone's day for Valentine's Day. So we're just going to lay these cute little sunshines down. And then we're also going to put these rainbows. Love this paper. I'm getting pinged like crazy. We're selling our table and chairs, and y'all ever know what that's like? Like people are so interested and then they're like ghost you and you're like, what in the world? I thought you were interested. Anyway, so crazy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. The Daffodil Delight to the Granny Apple Green, which we used the Parakeet Party, but on the paper it really looked to me like it was Granny Apple Green, so that's what we're going with. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this down flat. Is that not the cutest you've ever seen? So this, again, wonderful paper. There is a big difference in watercolor paper. Stampin' Up! Has the premium quality. So you get a pack of, I can't remember how many sheets, but it's perfect. It's ready to go. All you need to do is just add your ink, add your water, and it's just a really great quality. So I'm going to lay this down flat so that I can get it good and glued down so that it is nice and adhered. The glue takes a minute. I'm going to get a little bit more under here. Okay. With that ribbon, it makes it a little bit puffier, so that's why I used the tape and glued it down. Just hold it a minute. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is assemble our card. So I am going to have these cute little hearts actually holding this flap down, right? So do you notice that I put the dimensionals on the top so that the this edge of this paper can fit right underneath there? Okay, that was by design. So I'm going to have this kind of equidistant all the way around, and I'm going to add some glue kind of around here, right? I love this technique. And Bev, you were the one that challenged me with it. So thank you for doing that. You're going to be really surprised at the next cards to come. It incorporates this technique, but in a different way. So I hope you guys like it. All right, so that is held down there. And I'm also going to have some of these here kind of added around. How's your guys' Sunday been? Good. Okay. Anybody been busy? All right. Maybe? No? I'm just going to add this one like this. All right. So there is our first card. And I do want to add something in the inside, actually. Let me bring my stamp set back. Thought I was done. And I am not. You will always be the one for me. We'll do this in Pool Party as well. Right? Pick that up. Get that in the middle. Okay. Now that's done stamping. Okay. Close my ink up. And before I glue this down, isn't that cute? I'm going to line it up so that I know it goes underneath and it's hidden. I'm just going to put it right down. It's going to fit right underneath those hearts. Kind of act as a guideline. Okay. Right. Fits right under there. And that is your first card. Can you guys see how pretty that Wink of Stella is? Just really makes that come to life. When you open it up, you'll always be the one for me. So I hope you guys like that. I love the color scheme. I just love that. And again, this is literally probably the easiest thing by taking the baby wipes with the re-inker and putting it directly on the watercolor paper and just creating your background, right? Super pretty. Thanks, Amy. Thank you. So, and again, think about the different products that we have, especially during celebration, all of these free items, how they coordinate, right? So just think about that as you're using your re-inkers, kind of what can you incorporate together. So, all right, that's the first one. Let me put this aside. And then, dun, 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 I have something, it's going to be a shocker. All right, so this next card is way, way out of my element. I tried something new and I'm bringing y'all along to learn with me, okay? So this is, we're gonna use something similar like what we did on the other card. We are going to create the watercolor kind of baby wipe technique for the background, and then we are going to collage on this. Collage is definitely not in my realm of like, oh yeah, I get that. So let's do this together. I had done some research, and this is a very basic collage. I don't know if y'all like it. I kind of liked it after I did it, but it's growing on me, right? It wasn't something that I was just like, oh, I love this. So I used the Lovely and Sweet and the Notes of Nature. I kept it very simple by just doing just one flat layer and then just adding the sentiment, right? So I'll show you kind of how I did this, and we can kind of alter it. And the next card is a little bit different. And so you can tell me which one you like better. But this card actually incorporates the Softly Sophisticated embossing folder. And that's one of the free items in the celebration with a $100 order. So I went ahead and did that, and I'll show you how we actually make that pop, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our focal stamp, get this off here, and that's kind of the way it sounds like it's just the way that you kind of do the collaging is you figure out, first of all, what your largest stamp is going to be, right? So for me, it's going to be this cacao. I think that's how you say it, cacao plant, which is where we get cocoa from. A lot of people were like, what is this? This is the cacao. This is a prune. This is vanilla. And so it's very different. It's not the typical Stampin' Up! Either. So, but we'll do that. And then, let's see, what else do I need? I need this little sentiment. I think I put it in the other one. I need this little sentiment here, sending a little bit of love. And we'll just do this step by step and build this together, right? There's no rhyme or reason, no wrong way. We're going to use this stamp. This kind of has like, it's like field notes. I don't know. It's pretty. I think it's really pretty. And then this cool leaf stamp. Make another block. We'll load that one up. And then I'm going to use this little small. These are stuck very well. I'm going to use this as part of the label, I think. And then what else did I do on this? I think I did this little guy. So we'll get a small block here for this one. Okay, and I'll just talk you through. I did this one too. I did a lot. I'm trying to use a lot of the stamps in the set so you guys can see how to use them. Okay, so there's that. All right. Put all these pieces aside, and we are going to do the technique first, right? So I'll walk you through that. Okay, and everybody who knows me knows I love teal. So what other better color to use? So we will use get another baby wipe, right? I'm gonna fold this over a couple of times. That also keeps your hands from getting inky, which is very helpful. I'm gonna use Tahitian Tide. I know it sounds like it's really wild and out there, and it kind of is. But when I was doing the research, they were saying to kind of have like a tone, like, so I knew like teal was the color that I loved, and so I'm using the Pool Party. I'm going to use a little bit of the Peacock as like an accent, and I'm also using that Tahitian Tide because it's, you know, they all kind of blend together. And then I also use the Pecan Pie, and that's more of a neutral, right? So it kind of went with that cacao and all the things that kind of seemed to tie together. We will see what y'all think. So the other thing to remember that it was talking about is that when you have your like canvas, think of this as like a canvas, right? You know how I always teach like in odd numbers, 3s, 5, 7, whatever, or 1. You always kind of want to leave. Do you notice how like that one corner is kind of not filled in? That's by design because your eye looks at odd numbers in like that's like balanced. So if you've got these 3 corners all filled, you got the one, it just looks very balanced to your eye. You could also do like a third, a third, a third, and leave one of those kind of less inked up. You could do kind of like, you could leave like do the outside corners and leave the inside kind of uninked as much, like not as much ink. There's different ways to do it. And so anyway, I am just trying just to see kind of what, you know, kind of how this all comes out really. So that's how I designed this card, this particular card. Hopefully y'all can still see that in the screen. So I'm going to take this here and I'm just going to kind of go down on the paper, right? And kind of leave that corner all right. And this is a little different than when I had done it earlier. So earlier I started with this cacao plant and I stamped it on white. This time I'm doing it a little different and then I watercolored it afterwards. So I'm going to add a little bit of a base there to start with because I didn't like it as stark white. I just didn't like that. It was too much, too like stark difference. So I'm going to do a little bit of that inking first, not wet, all right? That's on purpose. And then I'm going to take my cacao plant stamp and actually do it in the pecan pie. And then I'm going to kind of stamp up in the top left, right? Kind of coming off the paper a little bit. So that does have a little bit of a background. Okay, so we'll start there. And then what we'll do is kind of add a little bit more color. I'm going to go back in with my my Pool Party. It kind of has green in it. Let me get another one. So we mixed it. Throw that in the trash. Start over with another Pool Party. Right? A little dab will do. All right. All right. This is kind of blending already. So what I'm going to do also is to preserve that image, get my lovely and sweet stamp set, and I made a mask so that I can literally just tape that down, okay? Again, it's kind of blended already, which is great. I love that. And I'm just going to add more color here. And it makes it kind of collage-y, right? And then I'm going to actually do a little bit more. Make sure this is water. Okay, you can kind of see that pop up. And then I'm going to take some more ink. This out of the way. Put that right on my table. And again, that's Pool Party. And I'm going to take these. So we have aqua painters. We sell those in a set of 3. We have the really wide one where you can actually paint on the background if you wanted with your ink. We have one that's a little bit not as fat, but it's got some substance to it. And then we have this third one, which is really fine if you're going to do some watercolor painting or watercolor, you know, coloring. That's just going to give it more definition, right? You can get the little tiny details. So for this one, I'm going to take this medium one. I'm going to add some water here, just squeeze it onto my table. Again, another great way that we can use our glass mat. And I'm just flicking the ink, covering up my mask. You can also create the same effect if you want to do like a splatter stamp. We have one, what's the name of it? It has a bunch of kind of like distressed backgrounds. It's in my online store and it's great. But with this technique, I just thought this would be really cool. And you can come in with darker color. You can go Lost Lagoon. Add some of that, a little bit darker, right? That's why I say this is the awesome technique, but you're not going to get the same thing twice unless you do them at the same time. Still, they're not the same. Okay. Also, pro tip, some people, you'll see them take their alcohol markers, their blends, and take them and flick them. It's like this. And it does the same exact thing. I don't want to do that to my markers. I'd rather do this. Use my watercolor painters. You guys like that look? Or do you think it's ugly? You can say it's ugly. It's okay. I won't be offended. But I'm just flicking it here. Okay. And then I'm just going to wipe this off on my, I'll squeeze it out here. And just get it to where it runs clear. The tip will be kind of like tainted or, you know, discolored. It's okay. And just wipe all this up. Throw it in the trash. I'm going to throw all these away, actually. We'll start over each time. So we can have a fresh and new look. Get that run clear there. Just cap it up. Okay. And I'm going to leave the mask on there. And what I'm going to do, again, this is kind of combining the two techniques in one. So turn on a little heater. Get this dried, and that will allow us to go ahead and start stamping our background, our collage, okay? Take that off for now. Okay, I think that's good and dry. Get my little heat gun stood up. I don't want it to lay down on something and burn the house down. All right, so I'm going to lay this back down, right? I just created a mask. You guys know how to do that, right? Just take your Post-it note, stamp it, cut it around, you're good to go. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my stamps, and I'm going to, yeah, it does. It actually, you can see the color really pop, and I like it. It looks pretty to me too. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my pool party. I have my pecan pie. I think I will leave this for the end. I'm going to bring in crumb cake because it coordinates with that really well. And I have Lost Lagoon, right? And so let's go ahead and kind of start stamping and let's see what happens here. So I'm going to leave this here. Leave this here. Can you guys see okay? Hopefully everybody can see. And I'm also going to bring in a paper background scratch pad that I can stamp off as well. Okay, lots in this little window here. Okie doke. So I've got this lined up. Again, you don't have to do this collage with this technique, but I'm actually going to bring this in. This is the crumb cake. I'm going to start with this. This is that kind of grid stamp off. I'm going to stamp over my mask, right? And then I will bring in, this is my pool party. I just re-inked my pool party, so I'm gonna do this. Again, trying to preserve this other corner over here to where it's not really too busy, right? And then gonna bring in this lovely leaf. There's something on my ink pad here. I don't know what that is. Glitter of some sort. Wonder where that came from. All right, this is Lost Lagoon. Definitely gonna stamp off on that. Kind of add some texture here. Going different directions. Even over top of my mask, okay? It's gonna give a really, really cool effect afterwards. I like that. I like that a lot. I think this is growing on me. Like I said, very out of my element, just totally out there. Okay, and now I'm going to take my pecan pie, which is my darkest brown, and this little flowery sprig thing. I'm going to stamp off, and I'm just going to go in at different, might even go like the corner, kind of dark there, 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 right, some there. I think that's pretty. Do you guys like that? Or does it look ugly? You can say it. Y'all are saying nothing. Like, I'm not telling her a thing. It's okay. You can tell me. I won't be mad, I promise. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I have this pretty good the way it is, right? I'm gonna be bringing in, I'm turning around so I can get some of my blends. I love, love, love my blends. So let me grab, so for this one, I'm gonna get my pool party, I think. Can even go off here. I'm gonna kind of accent. This is the lightest of my colors, right? The pool party. But you'll be shocked at how it actually shows up. And the intensity just like is there. And I'm just kind of focusing on that, just that leaf, right? I'm sure all put together it'll be pretty. Yeah, I am with you. It's okay. Let's see. Let me get this. All right. And then we can even like take in some of the extra brown. So I don't want to use pecan pie. I want to use this crumb cake. Okay. So let me switch out my brush. I got the small one. It's a little bit easier to control, right? And I'm going to just add some of the crumb cake. And go around the image, the main focal image. Kind of makes it, to me, this looks kind of like vintagey, which is kind of a cool thing, right? But I can see like a journal or something like this, like doing this to the cover of a journal would be really cool. Just like thinking of you cards, right? Just like, hey, been missing you. Oh, really? Okay, well, let me see. Yeah, it is kind of yucky on the screen. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so let me then pause on that. And where's my other pieces? Because I don't want to forget to also do my label, right? So I need to do my label. I'm going to stamp it in pecan pie. Just sending a bit of love your way. Before I do that, I am going to bring back one of my little dauber things here, just to get some of that color in the background. Okay. Kind of distress it a little bit, right? Give it some color on here. And then we're going to stamp that down. Some firm pressure. So pretty. Okay. Then, let's see, what else do I need to do? I'm going to use this little flower. I might just add that on my card front as well. I think it's pretty. This one is that little flower with, can you see it? No. No, can't see it. There it is. You see that? Isn't that pretty? I'm going to add that, I think, to my card front as well. In the crumb cake, just straight on, like full concentration. I think that's pretty. I'm going to add it here. I'm going to add it there. Okay. I think we are close to baked on this one. All right. Put that out of the way. Put these stamps. Give me a second. Put these away so I can then get ready for, see that, and that. These all away. Okay, so you're right, you may not be able to see a lot of the detail, but hopefully after it is put together, it'll be easier to tell and see. So I think we're good on those stamp sets. Get those out. And here we have the big reveal, where we have the mask. This is fun. This is always fun to see. So let's take this off. All right, so this one, you can kind of see where I watercolored it a little bit ahead of time, but you've got some white in there, right? And it kind of balances out. You can always take your brush and kind of do that, kind of like blending more, right? And then what I have, you always want to take, excuse me, your darkest cardstock, excuse me, and go right underneath that, right? So it really makes it pop. Hey Morel, how are you? So can you see that with the peacock? I have to get a drink. Woo. I'm going to add that just flat. Excuse me. All right. And then straighten this guy back up. I just did an 1/8 of a border, 1/8 of an inch of a border all the way around. Okay. And get that all glued down. And then I have my Pool Party that has 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Okay. Gonna glue that. How are you? Good to see you. All right, so we're going to put this down. Have you guys done collaging before? Collage stamping? This is my first time. And what we're going to do, so again, I have the pecan pie that I've run through this Softly Sophisticated embossing folder. That's the free one. Excuse me. And I'm going to take my blending brush. Don't think I have a larger one, already in the brown family, so I'll just use this one. Right? And I just come in here, add some blending, make that pop. Just a little bit. I like the effect. It really makes those dots pop out. Okay. Add some in the middle there. All right. Okay. I think we're good. And then I have a regular card base, right? Let me wipe this up. Hey Chelsea, nice to see you. Thanks for watching. And just clean that up. Okay. And get that to dry. All right. So I'm going to glue this down flat. Okay. And then we will put our focal piece down. Okay. So then we have this. I think that looks really pretty. Can you guys see that now? It's kind of watercolored here. We can actually add a little bit more color if you wanted. You could do watercoloring. I'm just going to leave it right like it is. And I'm going to add dimensionals to pop this up. Thank you, Chelsea. This is my first time doing collage stamping. And I did it also with a the watercolor background with the baby wipes. Haven't done that in at least it's been more than 10 years. No kidding. Bev challenged me, my team member. And then I took this little label, and because this had a lot of the browns and such in it, I took my favorite linen thread. And so I took it like a little string of it, right? You guys know you can straighten it out by putting your fingernail down it. And I'm just literally wrapped it around my fingers, however many times you want. Cut it off. Squeeze it together, right? And I'm going to use a little piece of double-sided tape here if I don't pull everything down in the process. So just stick that down and then literally attach that. Okay. And then, because that's popped up, I want this to kind of be like hanging off a little bit. Let's see, where's my little minis? Because I don't have a lot of room there. Just gonna put that there. Put a little bit of glue on this top. And stick that down. Like I said, give it a minute to dry. Actually, I need to pop that up. It's popped up for some reason. I want it to all be flat, so. Okay. All right, and then I don't think I added any dots to it, but I think I want to. I have these. These are the new iridescent foil gems, and they're in the mini catalog. I think this could really bling it up for us. Cut that off. Hey, Sandy. Thanks for watching. And we're gonna open that on the side. That's a pro tip, so you don't lose your dimensionals when you put them back in the pack, right? So you could take some of these. We're gonna take one here, small one there, and another small one maybe over here. All right, and that will be our second card. Collage card with the watercolor baby wipe technique to the background, using 2 hues of the blue, Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, and 2 hues of in the browns, which is the Pecan Pie and the what did I say, Crumb Cake. So I hope you like that card. There's a lot of elements in it, but it's kind of earthy, right? So hope you like that. This is the first one that I did. And what I did differently on this one is I took my watercolor painter and I actually colored in the cacao plant. Whereas this one, I did a little bit of the sponging of the baby wipe underneath the cacao plant, and it kind of blended a little bit, which I kind of like that more. So just a different look. Okay, so that's the second card. And first card, we used this one. If you guys are just joining, we did this one here. This is the baby wipe technique as well, using 3 different colors directly on the watercolor paper. And it's a cute little fun fold that folds out like this. So that's the second card there. The third card, let me bring it out. It's probably my favorite. It definitely is my favorite. It's this one. I love the pinks. And it's so delicate. I love this so much. I really love the stamp set as well. It uses the Detailed Dogwood stamp set, which is a free $100 stamp set in the Celebration book. So I will show you how we make this. I'll do it, try to do it very similar, but it's a different technique using your baby wipe technique and your reinkers. Okay, so let's go for it. So this one I'm using basic white. Okay, I'm not using the watercolor painter this time. So again, a little bit different, but I think you're going to like this. And I want to see the many things that y'all create. I just love seeing what you come up with. So again, I'm taking the wet baby wipe. I'm just going to fold it over like this on my glass mat. And I am going to use, let's see, what did I use? I used Lost Lagoon. Actually, I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to use Pool Party. Going to create kind of like a little color palette. All right, that one wanted to come out. I can let that go. And I did Melon Mambo. The idea is to get your colors to where there is no white in between. Okay. I did Tahitian Tide. Okay. And I think that is it. Okay. All right, so let me do that. Got everything I can get ready for you. We're going to use this beautiful large dogwood flower. It's like a tree, right? But the branch. And who's ready for the dogwoods to be in bloom? Me, of course. I am ready. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is our whole card front here, right? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp my stamp in the ink, right? And I'm going to kind of do it kind of off to the side because I wanted to use the sentiment. I want it to be just a standard card front, just keeping these very, very simple for the layering. So there we go. Thanks, Janine. Very sweet of you. And so I technically am done with this over here, but we can use that over and over and over again on other cards. So I encourage you just to kind of keep it and use it on your next card, right? If you're doing this with me or if you decide to do this on your own. So I'm going to use this stamp here, which is kind of like a, I don't know, looks like a piece of fabric or something. I don't know, linen. I love, love, love the dragonfly. So I have to use him. Put him on a block. And I'm going to use this beautiful bud, like on the, with the bark and that. I think that's super pretty. And I'm going to use this awesome, just green leaf. It's, normally it would be green, mine's going to be pink. And then the bloom. I'm going to use the bloom on this little teeny tiny guy. Another little teeny tiny one is going to be this little ampersand. It just kind of makes it collagey, right? Use that guy. And then lastly, I'm going to load this little number, like tag, right? Just this little stamp. And then if you didn't know, it actually coordinates with this punch that is part of the Alphabest stamp set, right? So that actually coordinates. So we'll do that together, okay? Put that off to the side for now. All right, so I think that's what we are going to do. Beforehand, I created a mask as well for our dogwood. And I just did this out of that lined Post-it note paper. So I'm going to lay that down. And my colors, you probably already guessed, are Petal Pink and Flirty Flamingo. And I think that's, well, and I used some of my crumb cake. So let me get him out here as well. Crumb cake. There. Okay, so this is my palette. How are we doing on time? We good? All right, so I'm going to take my blue, get it out of the way. Don't need that guy. And I'm going to, see, what did I start with? Petal Pink. I'm gonna start with the lightest and go to the darker, okay? I'm going to take this beautiful stamp, this bud, rose bud, and I'm going to just start stamping, right? Creating that collage kind of look. through the middle, coming off the side. Love this. All right, there. Okay. Clean that off. All right. Now I'm going to bring in my crumb cake. I'll put this off to the side here. Okay, my crumb cake, and I'm going to do my dragonfly. I'm going to pull this up so I get it right up to the flower. Okay. I went full strength on that. I wanted that to be part of my focal point. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in some of my, let's see, where's my little stamp off pad? I'll show you this. Okay, let's get some of our Flirty Flamingo. Okay, you guys see okay? And I'm going to, this is kind of bold. All right, so I'm going to go along the side, kind of stagger him down. Kind of do like that. Kind of come in on the side like that. Go up. I'm going to also do it in Petal Pink. All right. Then I'm also going to take this little leaf. Kind of go over that, over this, coming in the side, coming up through the center because we've masked it, right? And then I'm going to take this pretty flower and I'm going to do it, stamp off 2 times and go back over this. There's that, that. You guys like how that looks? Let's see. Coming out the side. Hey Barbara, nice to see you. Thanks for watching. All right, and then we're going to, I think I could clean that off. Okay. And I like that. Like that's really a good kind of base. I don't want to add too much. We kind of want to have some white here and some white up there. Kind of like how that looks, very balanced, right? And so I'm going to then bring in my blending and kind of really smooth this out, making it, oops, make sure my camera is still good. Make sure that we're kind of filling in and giving it kind of just that, I don't know, just make it earthy, right? Like it just, I don't know. I'll show you. So I'm coming in with my crumb cake. Very easy. I'm going to kind of focus in on my dragonfly because I kind of want him to be like a bam. But not too much. This is a really subtle kind of look. I'm gonna also kind of focus in on some of my flowers here, especially the ones that are kind of a little bit darker, right? That one's a little darker. Give him some more ink. All right, and now I'm going to also do the same thing for my Petal Pink. This is very, very light. So I'm going to go all the way around my flower, my dogwood. Okay. I can give it some more ink on this because it is just going to kind of give it a glow. Love how this looks. Hopefully you guys can see it in the screen. I'll post pictures after so you guys can really see close detail, because I know it's hard. It's hard on the live. Okay. We also have masking paper, which is probably better than what I'm using. I just didn't have any on me. I've used all mine. So I recommend the masking paper over the Post-it notes because you see how my little like leaves are lifting up. It wouldn't do that with the masking paper. It'd be a beautiful image that you actually are preserving underneath. So just a pro tip, you need that. It's a really good thing. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit in the corner here. I love this color tone. All right, but you can do however much you want, right? All right, now I'm also going to stamp this little piece of scrap. I'm going to get my stamp gun in here. I'm going to take my punch, line him up. Okay. And I'm going to also do that in some petal pink. I can even do a little, where's it at? Here it is. There we go. All right, and I'll pop that up on a dimensional. Okay. So now we're going to do the reveal of our mask, right? And then we're going to do our sentiment, and then we'll start layering it, and I'll show you exactly how I did actually put the card together, okay? Get this a little bit more here. All right, you guys ready? This is always so fun to see exactly what it looks like. Okay. There you are. And again, we used this as our ink pad, essentially, right? And we created that beautiful kind of variegated look. If you like some ink on that, you can add some other color to mute it down a little bit. I'm also going to show you a little something else. Hey Morgan, how are you? Thanks for watching. So I'm just adding some color here. And then I'm also bringing in my blends. Y'all know I love a good blend. This is like my favorite thing ever. I think I can actually get this out of the way. Let me do that. Okay. There's the host code. Get the class for free. The $50 order. All right, so I've got my light and my dark petal pink, and I'm going to start and I'm going to add just a little bit of color around these leaves. This one didn't get stamped that well. We know where those go. Okay, I'm just focusing on the buds and the flowers. You guys see it okay? Make sure. All right. All right, so, and then this one is a flower. Okay. If you don't want it too bold, you can always take your color lifter and kind of go over, and that kind of blends it around too. I love how that looks. Okay. And then, because it's very late, I'm going to also take my Pool Party, the light Pool Party, and I'm just going to go over the leaves. Okay. I'm just going to do those, coloring them in just a little bit. It kind of pulls in that Tahitian tide that we did. Kind of blends that really nicely. All right, there. Wish you guys could see this in like real life. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do the bark as well. Okay. There we go. And then what else did I do? I think that's probably about it. Maybe add a little bit more of the crumb cake here. Kind of fill in those white areas like that, right? Kind of around. Always go in a circular motion where you don't get too much ink. I think that looks good. I think that is going to be fun. Wipe that off. Okay. And then I'm going to cap these. I'm going to bring back in my Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to do my sentiment, which is just a note. Let's see, I think I used this one. Notes of Nature. Just a note to say hello. Okay. And then on my block. And the Flirty Flamingo is a little bit bolder. But I love the script on this. It's just really pretty. So it's very fine. Put that little offset a little bit. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, this one is a little bit longer. You're right, Morgan. This one definitely is a little bit longer. That's super, super love it. It's very relaxing, actually. Okay, and I feel like I missed this little ampersand, which I think he is so cool. I'm going to add that in. It kind of gives that collage look to it, right? Stamp off here. Maybe stamp off again. Put him down here. There we go. Just a little something in there. Okay. So that is that. And then what I did, so again, the exact same thing. I did the same process on my coloring. So I used the darkest color of my ink was actually in my re-inker, and that was Melon Mambo. So you put that right behind your collage image like that. And then you use your next lightest color, which is Flirty Flamingo, and layer that up. And I just did 1/8 of an inch, right, all the way around. And then I did the petal pink. So let me glue these down. Put this one flat. First layer is flat. Hope you guys like these cards. This is kind of, like I said, very different. And okay, and I also used my my linen thread. What did I do with that? Here it is. All right, just pull this out, and then I'm going to wrap this around. You notice this is only the Melon Mambo. Okay. Just want to kind of give it some depth I might actually do it at the bottom. Let's go down here. Let's go down here at the bottom of the dogwood. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it like 3 or 4 times. Let me get my timeout. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie this into a knot, right? And then I will add in, I'm gonna add in a bow that's really pretty. Okay, and I'm just gonna snip it off. Okay, I'm gonna take my linen thread, straighten it out. I'm gonna double it over. Again, with every the $50 order on the host code, you're going to get these cards for free. So I hope that you take me up on that offer. I hope this has been just something different for you. I always try to bring y'all something different and challenge you. Thanks to Bev, I was challenged to do this, so I thought I'd share it with you and incorporate the collaging, which is very different for me. You use a glue dot here, and right, it's very sticky. Okay, just gonna add that there off the card, and I'm gonna also pop this up with dimensionals. Okay, hold that there. Hey Lynn, how are you? Thanks for watching. Doing something a little bit different tonight. This is collaging and also to the baby wipe technique. Different ways that you can do that. We probably have done it, what? It's been every bit of 10-15 years for me since I've done it last. But anyway, you can go back and watch the other cards that I created and also this collage effect, which is very neat. All right, so we got that. And then I have my Petal Pink card base, which coordinates very well with the ink that we put on as our background. This kind of gets us out of our element, right? Of always using designer series paper for our backgrounds. We always, I know I always go to my designer series paper and let it do the heavy lifting for me, but this is a little different. This is fun where you can create your own and give you that really neat look. Okay, so there's that. And then I will use, again, these iridescent gems, these foil gems. They really have some really pretty pink highlights in there. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, use a big one. And that flower, big one on that flower. These are in the mini catalog. One, two, three, four. I need one more, so we need to do odd numbers. And I'll do that down there. Okay, my friends, what do you think? It could be like, oh my goodness. I hope you guys like this. This is so different, so different. Different is good though, right? So this was the third one. This was the second one. You see those? And then this was the first one we did. And this has all of the real pretty sparkle on it. You open it up and pull it down. It says, "You will always be the one for me." And on the front it says, "You make my heart buzz." So I hope that you guys like this, and I would love to send so many of you, right, the free card kit for this. You're going to get 2 of each one, including the watercolor paper, all the layers that I used. You will just need to purchase the stamp set that you want. You actually can get this one for free, right? So this one, the dogwood, is free with a $100 purchase. If I can get this out of the way for you. Detailed dogwood, it is free. So it is a wonderful collage stamp set. And again, this is just one of the many benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Customer and taking advantage of the celebration, which goes through the end of February. So if you're wanting to join my team, now is the best time to do that as well. You will actually get this Glass Mat Studio, and you get $125 worth of product for free of your choice. And you will have tons of inspiration from me, from my demonstrator, and our entire team. We get together all the time and really share a lot of fun techniques and fun cards. Just to recap, we did these yesterday. We got together. This was Cassie's. This was Amy's. This actually comes open like this. I did this one as like a sympathy or you're on my mind. And we did this one here. And Bev brought these awesome, this bundle that's in the mini. Everything's falling apart. You actually brayer these and the little get well. There's like, I don't know, 10, 15 different sayings that actually punch out all at the same time. Love you. You make me happy. And those are in the new mini as well. It's all in my online store. You can see everything there. And again, I would love to send this to you. So if you have any questions, let me know. We did a lot of different techniques tonight. But I hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you for joining me. If you're local, I have my Indian Trail class coming up on February 15 this month. You can sign up on my Facebook. I put the link out there. And then I also have my Matthews monthly class. It's going to be the first Thursday in March. And there's going to be more classes to be announced very soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you're on my email list. And if you have any questions, let me know. But thank you for watching. Have a great week. Bye, y'all.